Hey guys, what's going on? DuffKing56 here, back at a little bit of a different screen than you've gotten used to over the past month or so. Welcome to Long Live the Queen. This is the next game that I intend to Let's Play. Kind of a shorty. This is also going to be something more of a little experimental type thing for my channel. It's definitely a different type of game. This is more of a reading visual novel type game where it's more about the story than the action, if you will. It's all done through words. And it's a very interesting game. I've had this in my Steam library for a long time. I've wanted to get into it. It's kind of like a management game where we are going to be managing a queen-to-be. And as you can see here, it's kind of old, 2012, if you consider 5 years ago old. And in terms of games, I would say so. And like I said, 2012 is about 5 years. But yeah, I'm really excited to play this game. It should be very interesting to see because not only do you have to manage this queen-to-be to make certain difficult decisions, but you also have to avoid getting assassinated. And as I sort of gotten from just feeling around, not really trying to look up too many spoilers, there's a lot of ways to die in this game. So without further ado, let's start the game and see what we got going on here. And here we have Jocelyn, the King Dowager, Duke of Caloris. We're almost home. Your room is just the way you left it. And Elodie, the Crown Princess, our protagonist, has nothing to say. She seems very down. I know it's hard to leave your school and all your friends, but I've arranged the best possible tutors for every subject. You'll have to work hard this year to prepare yourself before your 15th birthday, but I know you can do it. You'll learn quickly and you'll make a wonderful queen. It's what your mother would have wanted. So this must be our father, this Jocelyn, the Duke here. Interesting that he's not the king, so he must not be of kin to the royal family. He must have married from outside the family into the royal family. Anyways, Elodie has to say, this is not what mother would have wanted. She wouldn't have wanted to die and leave me. No, she wouldn't, but sometimes bad things happen. We have to pick up and carry on. All of Nova depends on us. On you. I'll be here to guide you until your coronation, but the decisions you make are ultimately up to you. Come, your maids are waiting. Okay, so welcome to Long Live the Queen. This indeed is our first time playing, so I think we should read this brief introduction, just figure out how the game works. Like I said, I haven't played this before. I only just went into the screen and messed around a little bit with the UI so I didn't look like an idiot when I was bumbling around. So let us tell me more. So we're controlling Elodie, of course. She's going to be the queen, and we have to raise her skills, which are located in this bar here, which I'm sure it will tell us. And there's like all these different crazy skills, and they have to, judging on what I've seen, you have this sort of multiplier based on your mood, and they go into getting more skill depending on what your mood is. So of course her mother just passed away, so she's feeling both afraid and depressed. So we can enhance her mood to get different bonuses to what our classes will be like. But right now, obviously, our lowest emotion is going to be the most dominant one, and that will affect us how our skills go. So as you can see, we have 4 different main categories: social, physical, intellectual, and mystical. And each of these, there are subgroups, and they're related to 3 different skills, and depending on how you train, I'm sure different things will increase different parts of the main skill. But as, of course, we have 0 skills, and she can study 2 at a time, so 1 in the morning and 1 at night. As you can see, you study for the whole week. Well, at least 5 days, that is. So she has a -2 to social. I mean, if I was depressed and sad, I think I would have a -2 in my social standing as well. So we get a negative multiplier for those days. However, she has a +1 in expression because of her mood. So if we train something in expression, we will get more skills. So it's basically just, you have to build her a certain way. And as you can see, there are so many different skills, so there are plenty of different options and different builds that we can try. But here we are, this is our classes, morning and night. And of course we pick our morning and evening classes through there. And there we go, we get different mood altering things when we do different skill building and different events in the game. I'm sure we'll alter that as well. We want to keep the bubbles on because we want to see what's going on with our mood, of course. So anyways, let's waste no time. As you can see, once again, we have a +1 in animal handling and a +1 in expression. So the game is basically guiding us to build into those 2 skills based on our mood. So, of course, we want to build expression first. And I think we're going to pick voice. Of course we want to sing beautifully, right? And I'm guessing that what you pick here is going to impact different events in the game. It's almost obvious. It really isn't much of a guess. And we had a +1 in animal handling as well. So let's learn how to handle horses. I think riding horses is very noble, royal skill, of course. So let's train for the day. Week 1 in the morning, you practice deep breathing exercises to build up your ability to sustain a note. Good enough. In the afternoon, we walk around the stables, meet the horses, learn their breeds and the names for different parts of their anatomy. Well, that's good. I mean, that's basically a start for us. But it seems like something's going on. What's all that noise outside? Who's there? Oh, it's my cousins and my aunt and uncle. And Lucille, Countess of Nyx, she must be the aunt. Darling, we are so terribly sorry to hear about your mother Fidelia. Thank you. And you look well, niece. Laurent, the Duke of Merva. He must be... Oh, I see. Merva. Charlotte, Lady Merva. Hi, Lodi. Hi, Lottie. I haven't seen you in ages. Will you be staying long? Yep. Mommy said we'll be here all month. So 4 weeks, huh? So that's 4 different classes. And maybe we'll have to talk sometime later. Oh, I see. So they're going to be visiting here in the castle. Very interesting indeed. And you can go to these different places, of course, and they will affect your mood, which you can see here. So if we want to tune our mood, we just look what we want to do and compare it with what our tooltips are here. So I think it would be smart visiting Charlotte. I mean, she's here and we really did want to see our cousins, so why would I deny our queen to be? Why would I want to do that? Anyways, yes, Charlotte. I love this room. It's so much bigger than mine back home. You should visit more often. It's awful the only time I get to see you is something like this. I know your brother and sister are still too young, but why haven't you come to school? My mother worries about me. She doesn't think anywhere but home is safe. I understand. I'm probably not going to be allowed to leave this castle until my birthday. But at least we can have fun together here. And we got +1 to cheerful. Okay, so we got a mood modifier here. We are less depressed. We are still an equal amount of afraid. And our other 2 skills are... moods, are neutral. Right on the blue line. So that must mean we don't get any multipliers in those skills at all. So let's go check out our skill bonuses here. We have a +0.15 in expression, +1 in our agility here. Very interesting, of course. And of course our intellectual talents, we don't really have anything going into there yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. But we also have mystical here, and that was covered up by the box from before, and I wasn't really reading it. We have faith and lumen. I think divination would be kind of cool. Meditation, maybe not so much. Let's go to our classes and figure out what we can pick out here. Actually, sorry, let me just go double check. Okay, we want to do something in the physical category as well. So, we want to do, let's do physical in the evening. So we got to do agility. And I think reflexes would be a good thing to train. And then here, of course, we had faith. So let's do divination here. I think for a queen, if this magic thing, or this mysticism thing really is legit, then interpreting signs from nature of what the future might hold would be good. I don't really care so much about the lore, or finding or maintaining our own inner peace. Oh my gosh, I can't speak right now. I mean, it might be good later on, it might stabilize our mood or something, but I'm not really interested in that. I'm really more interested in seeing the future. I mean, wouldn't that be cool? I think you would also bite at that as well. So we train for the week. We learn that gods cannot be forced to divulge information about the future, and that the most powerful omens are those which arrive unexpectedly. And then in the afternoon, of course, there's our agility. Teacher walks around you, prodding a finger at you slowly in order to train you in blocking those touches without triggering fear or faster breathing. Well, that's pretty good, right? But there's something going on outside. What's that commotion outside, Father? What's going on? Juliana, Duchess of Ursel. I've come to pay my respects in honor of your mother. You have no respect or honor. It's because of you and your powers that my wife is dead. What? I'm Lumen, as was she. and like every lumen, I'm willing to give my life if necessary to protect our domain. Your line has been traitors for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. That is for the crown princess to decide. Elodie, your mother trusted me, and I have much to teach you. Oh boy, we have our first big choice, I guess. We can let her stay, arrest her, or send her away. Now, I don't want to arrest her. I think that's a little bit brash for now, especially considering our mood. I don't want to send her away. I don't want any bad things to happen, right, if we send her away. So I think we should let her stay and then ignore her for right now. Like, we don't need to do anything, right? I want to hear what she has to say. She stays. We get +1 into willful. Okay. As you wish. Okay, and we unlocked her over here. Very interesting. So, our afraid mood is stabilizing, as was our depression, and now we are +1 into willful. I want to see if we can get 1 into willful and 1 less into afraid, because I think our depression is still valuable, but I'm not sure. So I want to be... Well, I can't really +1 to angry. I can just -1 to afraid. So I can always attend my mother's service. I think that would make the most sense. I still could talk to my father. But visiting the tomb would also make me more depressed and afraid, so that would actually lower my mood back down to that area. I think I'm interested in attending my mother's service. You attend services in the Castle Grove, letting the peace of the ritual calm your heart. Okay. Well, that was something. Let's see how that affected our mood. Okay, and predictably, of course, our afraid went down. So let's check our skills here. So our physical is still where it's at. We're actually +1.5 now into animal handling. And our expression is +1.15, so we got a pretty good bonus there. It seems to me like willful is good for our expression and less afraidness is good for our expression. I think that really makes sense, right? I guess it really comes down to, how do I want to build the queen, right? Do I want to build her to be more of a social queen, intellectual queen? I mean, I think that's kind of cool. I think the mystical route's kind of cool. But I think I'm going to train social and physical again. So we'll do reflexes again, since we're already building that, as well as voice. I think that's fair enough. I think having a singing voice talent would be kind of cool. So let us train our reflexes again, since we've been training that, like I said. And then we'll go back to our expression here and go back to our voice. I think that's fair for now. We should build what we're already building, right? I see. We learn the differences in resonance between the chest, the head, and the nose, and you learn about different vocal ranges from the most profound bass to the rare coloratura soprano. I see. So each mark of 10, you get an extra skill. In the afternoon, we practice with a jump rope to increase the speed of our footwork. I guess that's good, right? Hey, we're back to Charlotte here. He loves me not. Lottie, do you have a boyfriend? Not really, I just like to play with the flowers. All of a sudden, the Duchess of Ursel rushes into the garden and points a sword at you. No, not at you, at your feet? Princess, don't move. Oh, we should hold still. Listen to her. She's got a sword out at our feet. You want to hold still, but you don't have the composure to hold your position without peeking. You look down where her sword is pointing. There's a snake in the grass. You can't help it. You squeak and jump back. The snake tenses and prepares to strike. No! Your cousin pushes you aside and the snake's fangs sink into her leg. Lottie! Too late. Juliana swings her sword and cuts off the snake's head. What is going on out here? Your daughter's been bitten by a milk viper. They're poisonous. Get an herbalist right away. I will treat my daughter. I certainly can't trust anyone here to keep her safe. I'm sorry. I don't feel good. We will be returning home to Merva immediately. Your aunt has a point. Milk vipers are not native to this area. That snake should never have been here. Someone may have tried to kill you. Will Charlotte be okay? I don't know. Damn. Well, it looks like Juliana came to the rescue there. I think it would be worth talking to her, right? She did save us, and we did say that we did want to ignore her, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm rather interested now. What is it you wanted to teach me? First, I need to know if you have your mother's crystal. What crystal? The source of power for any lumen is a particular magical crystal. Once you've bonded with it, it becomes a part of you as long as you live. The royal crystal has been passed down from ruler to ruler for generations. It belongs to you now, except the king may be keeping it from you. Do you have a crystal? Of course. She holds out her hands. Light flickers above her bosom, and then, with a shower of sparkles, something takes shape. You reach out and touch it, it dissolves away into nothing. Oh. It belongs to me. No one can take it from me until I die. You need to find the crystal that belongs to you. Okay. Interesting. So, we lost one back into being afraid again, as well as became more depressed. I really want to get my current mood away from this depression and fear and more into willful, because that seemed to be helping out our expression. Or maybe it really hasn't. I don't know. I really want to start training up conversation. I think that would be kind of cool. And it seems like reflexes is still really good. I think reflexes is good. We failed that composure challenge with the snake. I think it would be worth it to keep our reflexes, man. Like, what if somebody tries to kill us again? I mean, it's not even like 4 weeks into being the queen and we're getting screwed here. So let's go back to our skills. I think we'll train reflexes again. And I think now I'm going to train... Let's do public speaking. I think that's good. I know we don't have a bonus. Oh, wait. Oh, we have a really good bonus in faith. So let's do divination and reflexes again. So, reflexes, agility, and divination, of course, as we should know. Should be good for this week. Let's see what we got. In the morning, we practice solo tennis, hitting a ball against the wall repeatedly in order to train your hand and your eye to react. And then at forte, we practice running at high speeds, back and forth over a small area, making quick turns and changes in direction. Wait, we now can play sports on the weekends. Cool. Now, in the afternoon, dropping our favorite plate is bad luck. A statue spontaneously shattering is a bad omen. You read about well-known signs of bad fortune, wells turning sour, dry lightning, strange fish caught in nets, malformed babies being born, and so on. Some really weird stuff going on here. But anyways, we have some more stuff to do here, it seems. But I think this would be a good break since it's been about 5 weeks. I think that's a pretty good checkpoint for us. I think I will catch you guys in the next episode of Long Live the Queen. Kind of a rough start for us. We're sort of just walking through very slowly. There's going to be some rough spots, but hopefully I'll do better by you guys, and I'll do well by you guys by keeping our queen alive. So this has been Duff King 56. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.